All right. So, what to start with first? Since I brought up us missing the NVIDIA event yesterday, we're going to dive into AI first this episode. And what better way to start off talking about AI with talking about Gemini? So, there's been some advancements. It says Gemini 1.5, so it means it's an update. And I'm actually confused. Why are all the AI companies updating their AI systems by halves? So, like ChatGPT, they had ChatGPT 3, they had 3.5, and they have 4. Gemini did Gemini, and then now they're on 1.5. Why they going by halves? Why they going by 0.5s? I'm actually curious why they doing that. But before we get all up into the weeds of stuff and get off topic, let's dive into Gemini. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Help out with the algorithm. Appreciate all of you guys so much, and don't forget to share. But let's see.
Google has just dropped a bombshell on us with the release of Gemini 1.5, the latest prodigy in their family of Gemini models, and they're already showing off the goods that can beat OpenAI's latest ChatGPT 4, and here's why. To simplify, a GPT's processing power is measured in tokens, with one token having the ability to process one unit or one request at a time. GPT-4 can process up to 128,000 tokens at a time, but with the newest Gemini 1.5, it's
all this moving is giving me a headache. I'm sorry.
rated to process a staggering
Yo, they went from how up to 10 million in research. How did they go from in point 1.0, they went from 32K. ChatGPT is 128K. I didn't even know Claude was that sufficient. I didn't know Claude was up there at 200K. But they're saying Gemini 1.5 is going to be 1.5. I mean, not 1.5. It's going to be 1 million. 1 million. 1. How are you going 10x? I mean, not 10x them. That's more like 5. Yeah, almost. But how do you make this much of a difference in a span? That this jump seems very extreme. Seems very extreme. And what this jump is going to do for the Chat GPT, for GPT-4's next update and Claude's next update, the whole processing and everything and how many tokens it can have is going to have to be increased. Let's just go back and make sure we understanding this the right way.
with one token having the ability to process one unit or one request at a time. GPT-4 can process up to 128,000 tokens at a time, but with the newest Gemini 1...
Yeah, so they went from being able to only process 32,000 requests to 1 million requests. How? Literally how? I am wondering how that they did that, because now the other AI requests are gonna have to go up a bunch. We're 30 seconds into this, mind you. That's kind of scary. It makes you wonder what they're really going to talk about in this.
1.5, it's rated to process a staggering 1 million tokens. And for context, this means that it can process 1 hour of video, 11 hours of audio, 30,000 lines of code, and 700,000 words, all in just one go, making the system potentially much faster than ChatGPT 4. And they tell us that all of this can be done while maintaining a processing accuracy rate that hovers at the 99 to 100% mark. But what they're most proud of is that Gemini can elevate the multimodal technology as opposed to basic large language models we have right now, from deep content analysis to solving complex coding challenges. So where does this titan of technology fit into the grand scheme of things? And more importantly, what can it do that's got everybody sitting up and taking notes? Well, that's exactly what we're going to find out here today. By the end of this video, you'll be as astonished as we were how good this model really is. Now, for those of you who have been following the evolution of AI, you're probably familiar with Google Gemini's lineup. Gemini 1.5, the newest member of Google's AI family, has made an entrance that's nothing short of spectacular. This AI giant has been in.
Another thing that we have to take in consideration, this said it can process up to 1 hour of video. ChatGPT, OpenAI Sora, is outputting 1 minute videos. Or that's what it was doing. That is wild. That is literally almost insane. Like, I'm really expecting how much these other companies process to skyrocket like this, unless Google figured something out. Unless they found something out. If this is true, they found a secret to something pretty quickly. Or these other companies are just holding on to it. And I was just saying in another video how Sora was going to change like the whole industry when it comes to making videos and people, animators, and all this other stuff. How it was going to just change the world and people can just make their own TV shows off of AI alone. And it might come sooner than we thought if they're moving at this kind of pace.
Engineered to tackle an astonishing array of content. Imagine feeding the model a feature-length film, a day's worth of podcasts, or a series of novels. And not only does it grasp the content, but it also delivers insights with nearly flawless accuracy. We're talking about processing 3 hours of video, 22 hours of audio, and 7 million words. Or to put it another way, 10 million tokens of information processed in a single request. And the best thing is, its accuracy that it's virtually unparalleled right now, hovering at the 99 to 100% mark. But how does Gemini 1.5 stack up against its predecessors? Let's break it down. When we look at the Gemini family tree, it's clear that each model has its own domain of expertise. On the one end, we have Gemini Ultra, the heavyweight champion designed for the most complex of tasks. This brainiac can solve the toughest quantum physics problems before it eats breakfast in the morning. Then, in the middle, we have the Gemini Pro series, including our star today, which is Gemini 1.5, along with the older Gemini 1.0. These models are like the workhorse.
I'm sorry. The moving of the screen is literally messing me up. Every time it just twists and stuff, like I'm trying to read what is behind there. I'm literally trying to read what is behind the screen, what's going on. I'm trying to see like all the details and things. And I might have to look at another video furthering the details because this is crazy and insane.
Adept at handling larger and more tedious tasks that require broader context. What sets Gemini 1.5 apart is its unparalleled ability to process and analyze extensive multimedia content. It outperforms the Gemini Pro 1.0 across the board in text, vision, and audio, and it's not just about quantity. And when we compare it to the behemoth that is Gemini Ultra, Gemini 1.5 holds its own, making it a versatile choice for a wide range of applications, from content analysis to creative problem solving. So starting with the video, Gemini 1.5 can analyze the equivalence of 3 full-length movies back to back, extracting and understanding every scene, dialogue, and even subtle details. And this is a huge stride for filmmakers, educators, and content creators. On the audio front, this model listens to and comprehends nearly a day's worth of audio without breaking a sweat. So podcasts, lectures, music, you name it. Gemini 1.5 can decipher the content with astonishing precision. When it comes to text, the sheer volume of 7 million words Gemini 1.5 can process is equivalent to reading and understanding about 70 novels in one go. This capability opens up new frontiers for researchers, scholars, and anyone drowning in the sea of documents. Now, let's bring these numbers to life with some real-world examples. Take the Apollo.
That is actually good. This is one of the part that he was talking about, like the words for like being under a bunch of documents. these AI tools can be very helpful to society if used the right way. And I try to stress this so much because a lot of people think about the negative stuff that can possibly happen with AI and how scary it can be, but there are a lot of positives to actually using AI in the world. Like lawyers, you know how many much documents they get thrown at them and stuff. If they're able to use a tool that can siphon through it, summarize it for them the right way, help them learn, help them study. You can use this in schools to help you study through books, get to the points of them, retain more knowledge, learn more knowledge, because you know how much time it takes to actually read information and things like that. It takes a lot of time to actually go through and read all these books and whatnot. So I say that just because there are a lot of use cases and things that AI is going to be able to help out with and develop further into the future and save us so much more time on our hands so that we can be more efficient. That if it just needs to be used the right way. Just needs to be used the right way.
11 transcript, a document that is 432 pages long. Gemini 1.5 not only reads it, but also comprehends the intricate details, extracting humorous moments with the precisions of a seasoned historian. And it doesn't just stop at text. This model's prowess extends to coding frameworks, like the 3JS coding systems. We're talking about analyzing and understanding over 800,000 tokens of complex code, making it an invaluable tool for developers tackling projects that require coding. In essence, Gemini 1.5's primary ability is not just limited to processing data, but to having a deeper understanding of it. Now, in the race to be the smartest AI, Google claims that Gemini 1.5 is setting new records miles ahead of ChatGPT 4. But how exactly are they any different? Well, first up, let's talk about the versatility. Gemini 1.5 is like a multi-talented artist, juggling text, images, audio, and video with ease. It's designed to understand and integrate a variety of data types, making it a jack of all trades. ChatGPT 4, on the other hand, is a master wordsmith, specializing in generating human-like text based on the prompts that it receives. From writing essays to crafting jokes, ChatGPT 4 has a way of words that is really hard to match. But it's not just about processing massive quantities of data. The accuracy with which Gemini 1.5 operates is astounding, maintaining near-perfect precision in its interpretations and responses. So in this head-to-head battle, while ChatGPT 4 continues to impress with its textual intelligence, Gemini 1.5 emerges as a more versatile and powerful contender, pushing the potential of what AI can achieve across multiple domains. It's clear that we're standing on the brink of a new era of artificial intelligence here. Gemini 1.5 is a testament to this advancement, and honestly, we're not complaining. Gemini 1.5 demonstrated why it's on a league of its own, setting new standards on how it can be applied across various domains, from scientific research to creative endeavors, and everything in between. So let me ask you this, with all of these AI feats, how do you envision these technologies affecting your life? If you enjoyed this video, please...
That's insane. That is insane. I had no clue how potentially powerful this stuff is getting. It's really in a more alarming rate than expected. I was not expecting anywhere near I wasn't expecting anywhere near the level of advancement that quickly. Like Sora literally just got released, and everybody's thoughts about that, it literally just came out. Like it just came out, and they were talking about how great it is, what it can do. People are testing prompts and all that with it, and now Gemini is taking steps further, and it actually is looking like more of a better, efficient tool to get certain work done. Mind you, there were some problems where Gemini recently got paused on their image generation things, and the same thing with Copilot had the same issues because of how it was generating certain images, and they paused that to fix. But it is definitely looking like a more useful tool to be more productive, especially at the rate that it can go now, where it just said a million tokens, so a million tasks per request. It's nice. It's nice. But, our world revolves around AI right now. That's literally the life that we're living
Yeah,
at
well,
this current moment.